Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. What is going on, everybody? How you doing? I am Carlos Alberto Navarro. And this is Top of the Morning. Yes, that's right. Top of the morning to you. Hope everybody is having a fantastic Friday. I am. Do you know how I'm having a fantastic Friday? Well, very easy, I'll tell you. I woke up on the good side of the ground today, folks. And that's always very important. That's how you know you're not having a good day. When you wake up and there is, you're on the bad side of the ground. I don't want to feel that. Top of the morning to you, Julie. Good to see you and your little braids and your profile pic. Hoping to see you in here first. I'm going to have a little sip of my coffee. Oh, we're already might be getting interrupted by a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, say top of the morning, Magnolia, right there.
Top of the morning.
Say it loud.
Top of the morning.
Julie, yes, you're right. I was not here on Wednesday because it was quite the day to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, pop in here. No, we got it.
Hey, come on.
Top of the morning to you, Kim. How we doing? Top of the morning. They're getting, Wednesday and Fridays. Daddy's not helping. They got to figure out the old getting the kids to school on their own. It's good to see everybody in here. Yeah. I was not in here on Friday, or excuse me, on Wednesday, because quite honestly, it was the day after the election, and that's all anybody was talking about, and so for me personally, did I want to talk about the election? Sure. It's something I've given a lot of thought about, how I'm going to talk about, if I'm going to talk about politics on this show. I've already talked about politics on this show. And quite frankly, it's troubled me because I do enjoy talking about politics, but it is such a volatile topic. It doesn't matter where you land on it, that I'm really just going to try and stay away from it as much as I can. I know I've said that maybe before, but so that's why I didn't want to jump on the day after the election, because quite honestly, everybody had their say, and my say may surprise a lot of people, and my goal is to entertain. So, when you're trying to entertain and you inject politics, it pretty much makes it very difficult, especially in this day and times. And to be quite honest, obviously, the overwhelming support in this country is there's a mandate, and so my goal is to entertain and to be funny, and I can do that all without talking about politics, and because you always have to ask yourself, like, what is it that you're really trying to do in life? What is it that you're really trying to achieve? And if you don't have some set goals, you can kind of stray. And for me personally, if I was wanted to, I just would talk about whatever, but then that doesn't achieve the goal of what I'm kind of going after, So, in saying that, I do appreciate you guys being here. And if you could take a second, if you don't mind, to take a little share and a little like, because that's how old Zuckerberg pushes it out there for the people. I don't know why I'm speaking Irish right now. I don't know, but maybe it's to check my levels. So I'm going to pop into the old Facebook. Jump on over to the top video. Listen to me sound. The old Facebook. Oh boy, I'm sound. Jump on over to the top video. Oh yeah, I'm very loud. Listen to me sound. Look at that. I can hear myself. Billy, my producer, not Tea Time Billy, Tea Time Teddy, stepped out today. So I don't have my audio guy. So it's always difficult to do that on the fly. But I think this sounds better. I'm glad. Thanks for saying that, Julie. I like it when you mix them together. You have good opinions. They're all wrong. Yeah, I know Arnott, but like, that's a perfect example. Arnott and I have disagreed on politics for many years, but we've gotten to a point where we can discuss it, but we're like, well, most people can't do that. And like I said, like if my goal was to be political, then I would go kind of full bore. But it's not. It really is not, because it's not fun. It's much more fun to do silly voices and to be entertaining, for sure. So that's the goal I'm going after. And so I'm glad I checked the levels, because how do I sound now? I hope I sound silky smooth, please, because like I said, we got some good stuff on the docket today. Speaking of which, motivational monologue. Man, was this a week, some days of people proclaiming how bad things are going to be, how bad they are, or how good they're going to be. Quite frankly, man, this is my motivational monologue. I'm a bit relieved with the results. Not personally, not personally for my views, my values, or something like that, but I'm just kind of like, I'm glad, because let's say it went the other way. Could you imagine right now what would be going on? Oh, man. Like, think about that. You think it'd be like, oh, she won, boom. No, it wouldn't. It would be turmoil. It would be panic. It would be in the streets. And everybody seems a lot more calmer. I'm just trying to do a show. Top of the morning to you, I do. Hey, you guys, take a second to like and share if you are glad I am on live with you. I'm glad I'm here with you. Once again, I can see everybody who likes and shares it, and I appreciate you guys jumping on here. So control what you can control. A lot of people are either super upset or super happy over the results this week. And quite honestly, if you really think about it, the majority of the things on that level don't ever really affect your life. Truly. Now, some financial stuff. Maybe if you live on a border. But day in, day out, they don't really do it. Local politics, local, legislation, state legislation, that definitely affects you way more. But people don't seem to care about that as much. It's a lot easier to bitch and moan on social media about something. It's a lot easier to attack somebody. And don't get me wrong. There's plenty of times I've wanted to jump on social media and write a dissertation on things and say how bad the world is or how great the world is. And I try and stay positive, But the best thing to do is to control what you can control. And what does that mean? So if you are really happy with everything that went through, get involved with those actions, whatever it may be, Whether it's, stuff for schools or particular social rights or particular legislation or individuals or areas or environment. Get involved with it. You'll feel a lot better. Instead of just writing stuff on, because I went to Facebook and I looked, it was a cesspool of bullshit. Like people just going back and forth, and I know I've been there. I've done that before, But man, it doesn't do anything. What will make you feel better is getting involved and helping others that you feel may be being hurt by one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? I kind of realized, like, I used to post a lot about, how I felt about things on social media that I wanted change for. And then I was like, well, why am I not going out there and actually helping these organizations and speaking to these organizations or people or stuff like that? So that's what I do. I don't really talk a lot of shit other than like motivation on social media, because if I, and I think maybe I decided we're getting there. I don't know. But control what you can control. I hope that makes sense. You'll feel better instead of worrying about the things that you can't control. You know what I'm saying? There are protests in a few states, especially Manhattan. New York explosion, second device found in Manhattan after blast injuries. At least 29? Really? There was a blast? Oh, I must have totally missed that, man. Totally missed that. I was not paying attention to the news. Alrighty. So, I got some video. So my goal with trying to, do this show and this channel and everything that I'm doing here, is to truly kind of make it a mixture of a talk show, from like vlogging to opinion to comedy to news. And Tea Time Teddy is here, guys. Tea Time Teddy is here, and we will be covering the new P. Diddy stuff. Last night, it's not being spoken of in the news. Huh. Be the better person, get in virtual screen matches. It doesn't change anything. Yeah. My husband always tells me that. Control what you can control. Appreciate you guys commenting and liking. It does help the algorithm get on out there. All right. So how about this? This is going to... So my idea behind what I'm going to call Navlogs, because my last name is Navarro, and people like vlogs. Navlog. I guess it kind of sounds like Navage. Look at my little cup of coffee today. Want to know what the story is behind this? You just got Tea Time Teddy now? Tea Time. Arnott just got your nickname. He just got your nickname. Are you serious? I did not think that he would not get that. Arnott, it's good to see you. I can't wait to tell you about the new P. Diddy stuff. Arnott, Tea Time loves you, man. Ooh, what's up? What's up? How we doing? Cup of the day. Back to Cup of the Day. Thank you. And Cup of the Day deserves its music. Thank you, Julie, for keeping me on task. Cup of the Day has music. In a world where a big city kid, Carlos Navarro, moves into a small town, DeLand, Florida. It was 3.5 years ago. The world was in a different place. COVID was running amok with all the world. The Navarro said, "It's time to get out of Orlando." So we sold our home. And man, was that one of the best decisions we ever made. The highest market value. Now, the Navarros have also bought homes in 2007 at the highest market value. We got lucky. We sold our home and we bought this house in DeLand, Florida, my hometown. Allow me to have a sip. And if you're enjoying the story, give me a heart or a like. It makes my heart delight. So, one of the very first things we did here when we moved to hometown DeLand was to go to the farmer's market, the town square, if you will. Who did we find there? An adorable little pottery Turkish maker. And I believe with his boyfriend too, or husband, I don't know. They were a cute couple. So I said, good sir, how much for that beautiful painted, hand-painted cup. And I don't know how much I paid for it, quite frankly. Thank you, Jean. Top of the morning to you, DTF. Thank you, sir. I missed you. Psych. I think I paid $12 for this. The point is, this cup reminds me of living in DeLand. And that makes me happy. This mug, Trust a Bro mug. For those who don't know, I'm a bro. But not like in a bro way. Or a finance bro way. All right. Wow, that lemonade is good. Wow, that lemonade is good. All right, here we go. What's up, Facebook user? Man, I didn't know Facebook user was going to be here. Hell yeah. Facebook user in the house. All right. How about this, guys? Asher, why are you showing up as Facebook user? It's so weird. There's something going on with my back-end stuff. Not my back-end stuff, but where I can't see likes and shares. It doesn't matter. I see you guys in here. All right. Let us go to the Navlog. This is not a theme song, but it's gonna be my theme song. I just gotta find. Here it is. I know this is the Time Machine song, but it's also the Navlog, which I'm gonna create a banner for it right now. Navlog Time. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Navlog Time. Navlog Time. Yo, what's the vlog? I don't know. I'm making up this song till you know. It's portions of my life chopped up. I record them all the time, so why not? My kids, my life, boxing, fighting, pizza, dames, babes. I don't know why I said dames. I'm not an old criminal or a detective in a comic book. Hell no. But I like to Navlog Time. Yo! How do we see you now? Alright. You like that? You like the name Navlog Time? Alright, we'll keep Navlog Time. It's Navlog Time. Navlog Time! No, Navlog Time! Alright. Allow me to share my screen. Boom. Boom. Here we go. So, the goal of Navlog Time, or if I hit here, it goes like that. Oh, good. Look at that. The goal of Navlog Time is to, like I said, I find funny things, and then I'm able to comment on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'll forget a lot of stuff. I will forget many things. So, all right, here we go. Because some fun stuff happened. I'm taking you back to Halloween. Is that okay? Is that okay? Can we do that? All right, cool. Let's do that. Whoa, didn't mean to do that. Let's do this.
It just had the weirdest thing happen. I just thought that my Uncle Randy had fallen out of the car. I know that sounds weird. But it's weird how Halloween has a different vibe, a different energy to it. My Aunt Beth is here. She's going to help give out candy. And I thought he had fallen out of the car. So I run over there because I saw my neighbor Phil run across the street and like help somebody. No, it was a random lady who was on one of those like bird scooters. And she crashed and had cut up her whole knee and cut up her elbow. And she's like, ay, Dios mío, ay, ay. And I was like, are you okay? She's like, I don't speak English. I don't speak English. I was like, you're out of español. And she's like, ay. And she kind of gave me a weird look, and I was like, okay. I was like, okay. I was like, I brought her a chair. I said, you okay? Someone trying to set up. She seemed okay. And then, you know who it ended up being? A guy that I had yelled at earlier. Yeah, I yelled at. because he was coming through here going about 60 miles per hour. And I said, slow down. And it was some old Cuban dude that I knew. He's like, hey, Carlo. I was like, yo, man, there are kids here. You need to slow down. And guess who shows up to pick up the lady? The same guy.
For real. For real. Okay? For real, for real. This was crazy. It was weird. Okay? Getting set up for Halloween. Like I said, I don't know if you could hear it there. My Uncle Randy, he's disabled, so he has to get out with crutches. And so my Aunt Beth gets there, and she's like setting up on the side, and I hear this boom. And I'm like, oh, and I see my neighbor run across the street, and I'm like, oh my God, and Uncle Randy fell. And I'm like tripping, so I'm run over there, and who do I see? I see like this lady on the ground, scraped on the elbow, and then scraped on her knees, and she's like, hi, 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 like that. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like looking around if Carlos Quiones is around, because I always think I'm gonna be on What Would You Do? And so then I see my neighbor, and he's helping her up, and she was on one of those bird scooters, those like, one of those. And so, which personally, I love those bird scooters. I love them. But I wear a helmet like a nerd when I ride them. When I was shooting Hawkeye in Atlanta, I rode those bird scooters everywhere, and I loved them. But I put on a helmet because I remember a doctor saying, you want your brain splattered? You want your brain splattered? Ride one of those bird scooters like this lady did, past my house, boom, she falls. And so, yes, DTF, to get to that, yes, okay? So she falls. I don't recognize her. She's not scraped up, quite honestly, that bad. For her, guys, stop wearing sandals everywhere. You're wearing sandals everywhere now. There's no place with closed-toed shoes that we're wearing. I personally wear them everywhere. But if she would have been wearing shoes, she wouldn't have scuffed up that big toe. That big toe was looking rough. Big toe had a nail on it, like a red painted nail. It's gone. The rest of the nails were not painted. Very rough. I don't think she had a pedicure in a while. I'm just saying, if she would have wore shoes, maybe some Skechers. Hey, Sam, you can be in sandals right now. You're watching Top of the Morning. Why not? Relax. Barbara, it's always good to see you laughing in here. It makes me laugh when I see that cute little puppy staring at me. So she looks at me, and I'm like, do you need help? And she's like, she gives me a weird look. And I'm like, do I know you? And I go, and Phil had already gotten a chair. I'm like, are you good? Because I'm trying to get Halloween ready. She seems fine. I personally want to say you shouldn't be doing this because I'm old. Okay? Personally, I just want to say, stop. I would never let my daughter ride on a bike like this without proper footwear. I'm just a stickler for it, personally. There's too many people that wear sandals in the bathroom, Asher. I'm only wearing sandals in the bathroom at a certain place. Typhoon Lagoon. Other water parks. Volcano Bay. Beach rest stops. These are places you have to wear sandals and, but other than that, people are wearing sandals to baptisms. People are wearing sandals to communions. People are wearing sandals to weddings. People are wearing sandals to flying the moon now. You see astronauts with Crocs on. Okay? Sam, you want to bust up your feet? I saw one of my landscaper dudes in sandals, cigarette, shorts, weed whacking. Karen, you're a beach girl. All you have is sandals. And you know what? If you're going to get sandals, you should get them at Shags. We're going to sell some sandals at Shags. Shags, baby. All right, we got to get back to the story. So, the story's not done yet. Okay. So the story's not done. So, like I said, so earlier that day, to get to your DTF, what you were saying before, that you feel old. Okay. Low slog. Ooh, I don't know if that sounds good. Low slog. It sounds like what I do in the morning. Oh! All right. So, DTF. You're risking it like me when you tell people to slow down. I don't tell everybody to slow down. I don't scream at everybody to slow down. Only I kind of eye them and I'm like, I could take them. But unless they're just hauling ass. But so earlier in the day, before mi pierna, Dios mío. Earlier in the day, before that happened, there was this dude, and I know he doesn't watch this show. Look, I just took a low slog. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So earlier, and this comes flying by, and I was already in a bad mood. I got to be honest. I was in a bad mood in the beginning of Halloween Day. I was a grumpy, inside I was being grumpy dickhead. I was hungry. I was having a little pity party for myself for whatever reason. I kind of remember that. Top of the morning, why can't I see people? There's some issues going on with my streaming, but it doesn't matter. You guys are here, and I love you. High school kids, but yeah, I've gotten yelled at by some high school kids. I got some couple of these from high school kids. You do a hand wave? Yeah, you do that. Yeah, you want to know how you're old? I'll tell you right now, you will know how you're old is by if you're one of these. Hey, 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 enough. Hey, 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 slow down. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. If you do DTF, if you pull the hey, 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 you're old as fuck. You're old as fuck. But I do it. I can't help. I was the kid speeding through neighborhoods. Isn't it funny? Top of the morning to all the Facebook users. That's you, right? That's me too. Unless the bass is really hitting hard, multiple people in a car. I don't care. White, black, Asian, Hispanic. More than one pumping bass. I don't care if it's country music. I don't care if it's the latest Flow Rider. I ain't doing the hey, 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 hey. I ain't doing that. I will do they look like they're having a good time. Hey, stay safe, boys. Take it easy. Right? That's what I tell my daughter, too. Hey, don't try and get in fights. Don't don't talk back to anybody that you think is willing to fight you in the moment. Right, Barbara? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so. so say there. Hey, 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 hey. Have a great day. Have a great day, sir. Enjoy your bass. What is that? Okay. Is that Tech 9? All right. All right. That sounds like some drill music out of Chicago. Oh, that's okay. You guys have a great day. No, you can drive through my lawn. Sure, drive through it. Drive through it. The lawn's just grass, boys. You guys live your youth. Live your youth. For real. I ain't trying to get shot over them going 45 and through my house, through my neighborhood. But I will yell at certain people. And I did yell at the old Cuban guy. Because this Cuban guy, okay, listen to this shit. So this beat up old truck is hauling ass. And like I told you, I was already in a grumpy mood. So this is how weak, hungry, angry, tired. Remember, don't ever do anything weak, hungry, angry, tired. So at this point, at this time, it was like 12 o'clock. And I was grumpy because I was hungry. And I was like raking to clean up shit.
and um and um and then this truck's man, and I was like, this fucking truck again. And I did a hard hey, hey, hey. And he stopped, and it's this old Cuban dude who had picked up I was throwing away a swing set, and this old like drunk Cuban dude's like, hey, yeah, oh yeah, and he was like being a dick to me a little bit. And then I was like, yeah, I'm Cuban too. And he's like, oh yeah. And then he was like nice to me, which I hate it when that happens. I hate it. And that happens with a couple things when like they don't know you speak Spanish and you speak Spanish and they're like, oh, they're nice to you. Oh, you're Cuban. Or they, oh, you're an actor. Oh, and they turn nice to you. It's the most fake ass shit in the world. I see you when you guys do that. And so I was like, yo, man, I was not, he thought I was going to be like cool with them. And I was not. And I was like, yo, there's kids here. So, oh, perdón, pero, hey, ¿cómo está todo, Carlos? And he's like, how is everything? And I'm like, fine. And I'm sorry, man. I'm being real. I'm just being real. That's how I am. I can be a straight dick when I'm hungry, angry, or tired. And you can get the case of the giggles, girl. Come on. I love all the giggles. The giggles make, this is what I do it for. The giggles, those little emojis. I don't have anybody sitting here laughing at my shit. I'm like having so every time you do that, I appreciate it, guys. So anyway, he went on his way. So back to and I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, he's coming right now to pick up. And who shows up? That fucking guy. I was not there because I saw the truck coming and I just walked away. Thought that was weird. Back to the video. This is exactly why I wanted to do this, guys, because it's fun to get reminded of this, tell the stories, right? If you're feeling this and you like the way I'm kind of doing this, this will really help because I could do this almost so much more. So you have to put it in the comments, a thumbs up, a laughing emoji because it's not showing up otherwise. I appreciate y'all. Back to the show. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so here is some fun little Halloween stuff that we had. Oh yeah. So look at this. Awesome. Once again, guys, my neighborhood is insane Halloween. Like thousands and thousands of people come to my street, and I love it. So this year we went as Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. It was one of the best Halloweens I've had in a long time. I really wanted to enjoy, that's our house, in front of our house. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for commenting. Magnolia, Aaron, how many pounds of candy do you think you have?
18.
18. Yeah, that's about right. Man. Oh my gosh, it's just,
Props to my neighbor.
it was so sweet. This was so cool. My neighbor did like this whole it thing.
Creative.
And God bless Phil and Holly. Shout out to Phil and Holly, my neighbors. They're brand new parents. They're fantastic parents. They're fantastic people. They always decorate, even before they have kids. They would always decorate the house, and they're just great people. And Phil, being Phil, he had to decorate. He had to put something out there. So he made this like really makeshift it themed thing, and it turned out really great. The sun is still out. They would get all the water hose at my house. All right. We barely have any more for Halloween, but more and more younger families are moving in. Good. My husband a couple days ago, a lot of people. All right, back to the show. I love seeing the kids dress up. It's one of my favorite days of the year. So this was so great. That's my house. People were so Magnolia, after we were done trick-or-treating, we sat at the table, and I really hadn't done this because normally the years past I would get dressed up and scare the kids, and you know, it was about like, it just, I enjoyed doing that, but then I'm not really with my family, and then I'm not, and this year I dressed as Kenny Rogers, so I wasn't really something scary. And so my goal was to spend time with my kids and my family and to trick or treat and have fun and enjoy, and then to watch the trick or treaters and enjoy them. And that really brought up my spirits. That put me in the best mood. This was, like I said, this was like one of the best. No chainsaw this year, Karen. And that is something I know the kids, maybe next year I'll go back to the chainsaw, but like it's a whole thing. To be quite honest, I haven't fixed my chainsaw yet. And I need to fix my chainsaw because I need to chop up 2 big ass trees, and you'll see here in the back. But how much candy do we buy? DTF, we get lucky, man. Megan's parents, people it's like a community thing. People drop candy off because we have to buy. It's like over 2,000 pieces of candy. It's $1,000 worth of candy. It's a lot. And so we get lucky that the people who come, like family, everybody buys a bag. And no, we go broke every year doing it because it's literally thousands. That's why some people, decide to not do it. And so, guys, I appreciate you liking and sharing this on your Facebook, hearting and leaving a comment. That way it gets it out to more people. But Magnolia was such a champ. So then we decorated the next day.
It is November 1st.
I'm kidding. Look at that. That's our house. Look. Hold on. Okay. What do you guys think? Huh? Yeah. So I posted this picture, and it's an AI picture that I made. But this is where we're at, folks. Okay, the very next day I had this up, and I know, because I said it on my post. But we are in a day and age where things can be, I can create things within seconds that are, I didn't do this with, I could have made this where I'm walking around that room and you guys would have been like, other than you not knowing, that was Vincent. It actually was a mixture of Vincent and a couple other things, but, and it would have been very difficult for you to have noticed that it was AI for sure. And if I would, and my point is, like, that's just something silly and simple. But when now in the future, when you're purchasing things, a car, a home, a collectible, you have to see it in person. You have to, in AI, I'm telling you guys, the things that I'm working on with AI film, James Cameron just signed on with Runway, who creates Gen 3, which is probably arguably the top AI video generator. James Cameron is on their board now. It is almost indistinguishable now. Now, that's, once again, we did a little fun. I said, hey, I'm going to do this, Megan, put it up there. And some people believe it. And even within the post, I said that, that this is an AI post, but because people don't read, they didn't read the second paragraph. And you can look at the post on Facebook. Congratulations, Carlos, and all this stuff. It really is quite funny. Now, that's our house. But let's say your house right now, it's having some issues. Yeah. You got some plumbing issues. You got some problems. You got to call Drain Doctor Plumbing and Drain. 352. What is it? 352-272-7727. Please allow me to share with you Tom and the great people at Drain Doctor. They are sponsors of this show. Great sponsors of the show. Without the sponsors of the show, I don't have any clothes. The money that they give me allows me to purchase the clothes that I'm wearing today. That is not entirely all true, but maybe I did purchase these socks with the latest sponsor payment. Okay? So, why is Drain Doctor and Tom the people that you should call? 352-272-7727. He's a real guy who's been in the business for decades. Okay? He's not just here fly by night. He's affordable. He can do repair services, drain services, replacement services. Sure, he can go all around the villages in Umatilla and Mount Dora, But do me a favor. Go by Drain Doctor plumbinganddrain.com. Send him a message. Say, I saw you on Top of the Morning. When I need some plumbing services, I'm going with you, Tom. It will make his day. It will make him smile from ear to ear. Now, here's the thing about Tom, the Drain Doctor. He has a mustache, okay? And his mustache, he smiles a lot, right? The Drain Doctor. But sometimes you don't see it because of the mustache. So what I want you to do is call him, 352-272-7727, the Drain Doctor, and say, give me a full service smile mustache. That sounds dirty, but the Drain Doctor, Tom, will go and give you a nice one. He call him late and call him early. It's the Drain Doctor. Great, wonderful sponsors right here on Top of the Morning. Barbara, are you going to call the Drain Doctor when you need? Thank you, DTF. Drain Doctor. AI ain't going to fix that drain. AI going to fix that. AI going to fix that drain. Drain Doctor going to fix that drain. Drain Doctor Plumbing and Drain.com. Drain Doctor. All right. Now, ooh, do you like this new circular pattern? She said, yep. Tom, Barbara will call you. She's a woman of her word. All right. Let's hide that. Back to Navlog Time. And here we go. Back to Navlog Time. Because I got some cool stuff I want to show you. Here we go. So, boom.
It is November 1st. I'm at my daughter's school, and this is what I love about, like, just being a dad, is to get to do stuff like this. Like, I'm not Mr. Hispanic. I'm not, like, I don't walk around like, my dad, shout out to my dad, he was Mr. Hispanic. He talked about Peru all the time. It's where I know my Peruvian culture from, for sure. And I do talk about it secondhand, because I'm a first-generation American. My mom was Cuban, my dad was Peruvian. I was born in New York, but very heavily raised with the culture. Now, a lot of people don't understand what the difference between race and ethnicity is, and I was explaining this to my daughter's friends and actually her mother last night about how I am Caucasian. You see I'm Caucasian? Because I'm white. It's a race, right? Just like there's African-American, there's Asian, there's Indian. These are races, right? And then there's ethnicity. So when somebody says because they make a Puerto Rican joke or a Cuban joke, they're racist, they're really not. It's more of a bigoted, kind of hateful joke. It's not racist. So, why am I saying all that? It is Hispanic Heritage Month, or it was, and the hurricane hit. And they asked me, I think I'm the only Hispanic dad here. I think. But I'm gonna do a little presentation on all the Hispanic countries to all these about 75-year-olds and under. And so basically, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have them dance and sing. I brought some food, and I'm gonna talk to them about Cuba and all the different countries, and it's gonna be great. And I love being able to do this. And Magnolia is gonna be out there, and she's gonna love it too. I can't wait. Here we go. Let's teach them about Hispanic heritage. Let's go. It was a success. Look at all these awesome kids.
All right. So, that was really fun. That was really cool. So, dads, moms, young parents, old parents, when you have things that you can participate at the school with, do it, especially when they're a young age. Like I said on the video, I'm not a guy who walks around and talks about my Hispanic heritage and my pride. Sure, am I proud of it? Absolutely. Do I love it? Absolutely. But I think there's a lot of people that really hold that in a much better, like, they put it on their, they're wrapped in the flag. They do, and more connection to it, right? But I am proud of it, so I do know a lot about it. And one thing that's really weird that always kind of has, for me personally, been something that has affected me is that people have always said, you're not Hispanic, especially when I was growing up. And I was always like, it will always hurt me. And it always was so, but there was zero regard for how I felt about it. It was like, you're not Hispanic. You're not, you're light skinned. You're white. You're white. You're not Hispanic. You're white. And I used to get that all the time up until about high school. And I realize that most people don't understand the difference between what a race and ethnicity is. And down to my teachers. One of my favorite moments, because it just always reminded me of being Hispanic, was my middle school basketball tryout. When the teacher, the basketball coach was saying names, a roll call, and he said, Carlos Navarro. And I said, here. And he said, what you is? He said, what am I? He goes, where your mommy from? And I said, Cuba. He said, where your daddy from? I said, Peru. And he said, you Spanish. And I was like, oh, I'm a little, but I'm white. What is that? That's the difference. You get that too? Yeah, if you are white, Caucasian, and you were born to Hispanic parents, and I spoke Spanish, but I got it all the time. You're not, and you know, to be speaking to Hispanic kids that looked Hispanic, and that's my cringe when people go, you don't look Hispanic. So I'm like, man, that is some racist ass shit. Like, because then you think, A, that Hispanic is a race. B, that you're supposed to look a certain way if you're Hispanic, when in all actuality, you could look literally blonde hair, blue eyes, you know? So it is the most gym teacher shit to say. So gringos just don't get it. See, Eddie, I don't know if you're dark skin, light skin. I got it my whole life until honestly, I didn't. Why do other Hispanic people, what do other Hispanic, I would get the same shit on both sides. Until honestly, I turned a little more aggressive and I would fight people, and I got older. And here's the fucked up thing is I got more manly and more machismo, and that in turn, it's not like I've really thought about this, but like I'm kind of thinking about it right now. And saying, and so that in turn gave me a more tougher and I think people just accepted it more. And then I think people got more educated as to the races, and times changed. And maybe I looked more, you know, Hispanic, what people would consider that. But it didn't change until I literally was very vocal about it, to be honest. This is the truth. Unless you've been lucky enough to be blessed with some sort of outside influence, man, Americans do not see it outside their bubble. It's just true. Saying someone doesn't look Hispanic isn't racist. Saying someone doesn't look Hispanic isn't racist. I don't know necessarily what that means. It's stereotyping, more so. It's stereotyping. I would say that. Yeah, maybe not racist, stereotyping. Ever wonder why the election turned out why it did? Yeah, Karen, I think we're past identity politics. I think the last bastion of identity politics ended with Obama. I think that's the last. I think because if you look in the polls in every single demographic, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, didn't matter. It all went up for Trump. So you can't say like, oh, it was just this or that. It's just you can't really say that, you know. But I don't think that's what you're trying to say, by the way. I'm white. I've been mistaken for Italian, pork chop. Now, here's the deal, Eddie. Here's the deal. In my acting career, at first, it did not pay off. I would be in auditions and they would say, can you do you have any dark? They would go around every way to try and be. And then as things changed, people understood, oh, you can do. So then I learned all the accents for different countries. So I would go into an audition if they were like, we're looking for Nicaraguan. Because when I did it when I was on Prison Break, that was in, what was that? Nicaragua? Forgot where it was. Anyway, but I learned the accent for that place. Not like it mattered. But, and so I was able to edge out these people, I think, at the time because I would learn Colombian. And I could kind of fit into all those molds. Yes, not racist, but still shitty. Yeah, Yeah. Identity politics, you're so right. Identity politics is real on social media. And I'll tell you another thing that doesn't matter anymore, is celebrity endorsements. What matters are people who connect with people on a real level. Donald Trump won the election through the podcast sphere. People take their advice, their comedy, their entertainment, through their podcast, through hopefully like things like this. Now, obviously, once again, like I said, I'm really trying not to lean I'm trying to entertain more so. And man, they were relying on these giant Beyonce endorsements, which is like, yeah, no shit, Beyonce is going to endorse her. Is that going to move the needle? And obviously it worked the other way. I think anytime people sit down for 2 to 3 hours in a space and you watch them, it's very hard to then convince other people that they are whatever you say they are, right? And there were some missed opportunities for sure that people should have been like, listen, go on Rogan, go on Theo Vaughn. They're not gonna, this isn't news. Quite an opportunity missed to not go on Rogan. Because as crazy as this is, if Rogan endorses Kamala, I really think that was the most consequential endorsement. Like it was a culmination of it, I think it will be until there's another person that really represents something that connects with people, honestly, I don't think the Taylor Swift endorsement mattered. I love Taylor. I love me some Tay-Tay. Yes, Karen. Okay. And when we get to the Tea Time Teddy, you know what? We might have to get to some Tea Time Teddy. For real. F this. Yo. Guys. Oh my gosh. Just walked back in from a tea break. Why not? Ladies and gentlemen. What is up, guys? It's me, Tea Time Teddy, and I'm here to break down all the news. And yes, I do think that was a big determining factor on why the Donald Trump won. I personally am not a native of the United States. I was born in Korea, and so I'm not able to vote. So I stay apolitical. But the fact of the matter is, yes, I do think that the obsessiveness of political culture and celebrity culture, even though I do a celebrity trash time, did have its effect on it. Tea Time Teddy. Very interesting. Yeah. I think people are tired of like celebrity stuff, especially with the Diddy stuff and like they're willing to enjoy stuff. But I don't think that helps it in this point, this stage. But what the hell do I know? Eddie says you look Hispanic. Are you Hispanic? Yes, I am actually a bit Dominican, quarter Dominican, if you're not on the baseball side, if you would tell me that's true, I am. Thank you for telling me, Eddie, and I get a laugh from a lot of people. We find out more about Tea Time Teddy every day. He is now Dominican. I didn't know that. Yes, Carlos, I played a little baseball in Pro League in Dominican Republic for about a year. I was a contact hitter and a switch hitter. And I could get on that base quicker than anybody. It's true. My uncle was also pro. Maybe you do some lessons for my daughter, Tea Time. Does Teddy have any dish on upcoming celeb news? Yeah, I think it's time. DTF wants to know, Tea Time, do you have any dish on some upcoming news? What's up, DTF? Yes, I do. It's actually the hottest news on P. Diddy. There's some crazy stuff that's happening, and I did want to fill you in. I know we were doing the vlog time, but we can totally break that up, and we can totally do it right now. So, yes, how about we do it right now? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you want to finish the vlog, or I could save the vlog for later, or we could go to the we could go with the P. Diddy stuff. I will take the first 5 votes. You tell me. And I will stretch. Barb, you didn't tell me to stretch. And we'll take down the banner just so it doesn't lead a witness. Oh, I like this. Finish blog, then give us some tea time. I like that. Barbara wants some P. Diddy. I don't know what that is, Barb. You know what? I kind of want to finish the vlog. Tea time we'll get back to, because the P. Diddy stuff is heavy, guys. It's heavy. I totally get it, guys. I will be here when you're ready. Maybe we do a separate video. Maybe we do a separate. I don't even know. I don't know, but I'm going to be ready to go. And yes, I am part Indian as well. There you go. Part Indian. Like, tea time is like Epcot, bro. Every time. Ah, Puff. Now I get it. Duh. Tea time is like Epcot. Literally, is probably Irish too. You know. Let's go back to the video. Yeah? Why not? It's been fun. Thanks, DTF. We're going to go with that because, you know what? I'm enjoying this. Let's do it.
Kids behind me, they all enjoyed Mexico, Cuba, and all this food.
So they loved it. They loved it. I talked about Cuba. I went on ChatGPT. I said, help me out. Help me with the presentation for a group of 75-year-olds. And I you know, let's get a little festive. And I'll do festive because it was island mostly. We did like Cuba. We talked about Puerto Rico. One of the kids' moms came in and did Puerto Rico and talked about Puerto Rico. And I went to the Cuban place in town and I bought some Cuban sandwiches and some quesitos and some jupiñas and some black beans and rice. And the reason that I did that was because I knew a lot of the ladies, the amazing ladies that work at these schools who don't get enough free stuff. My fat ass has gotten so much free shit in my life. Food, gifts, and quite honestly, the things that the ladies, and I will say ladies, do at our pre-Ks, kindergartens, and majority of elementary schools every single day, deserves love. They deserve the world. They are humanity on a day-to-day basis. Okay? And so when I was collecting the food, I knew the kids weren't going to mostly like Cuban sandwiches that have mustard and pickles and all this stuff. But you know who does? The teachers. Teachers love that shit. So I made sure to get a bunch of food for them. We chopped it up. We did the whole presentation. The kids loved it. They were singing. I played We Don't Talk About Bruno. I played conga music. I talked about Cuba, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Colombia. It was so much fun. I love doing that stuff for my kids. And I love doing it in general because guess what? I'm the only Hispanic dude there. Shout out to Miss Donna was like, so sweet. Carlos, I would like to celebrate Hispanic heritage. And would you be willing to do something with the kids in front of I said, sure. She's like, speak, can you do? I know you can do. I said, you got it. And I love that. Me too. I think I'm going to go directly after the show to Chica's DTF. Meet me there. And so when I got there with the food and I talked to the different teachers, I said, how much Hispanic heritage do you guys really know? And they said very little. I said, how much about food do you know? Very little. And now luckily other people brought like some Mexican food, some tacos, some different stuff, from Puerto Rican food, some bread. And man, I went to each one of the teachers. I said, yo, let me get you a plate. And some of them knew about the Cuban food, boy. They were like, oh, please can I get a Cuban sandwich? And I hooked them all up and they all ate and the kids ate. And it was beautiful. And I prepared like I was preparing for a performance that I have next week at Rollins College. I got on my little notes. I made sure I had my audio. If you're a performer, if you love entertaining, it don't matter if you're entertaining for you guys right now, or if it's for the kids, or if it's for Marvel, or it's for Walking Dead, or it's for, it doesn't matter. Take it all the same. I enjoyed it. Use your powers. Maybe your powers are logistics. And you're so right, Julie. You're so right. Like, ironically, in Lennon, my 13-year-old's life, when she was younger, I was there for those moments because I wasn't on the radio show at that time. And then now with Magnolia, she's really not gonna know the radio show. She's gonna know this kind of stage of my life. And I think God and the universe is like, yo, Carlos, you need to be here for this. And every day that I'm here and I help my kids get ready, and the days that I'm not doing the show and stuff or working or out, like, I really feel it. I'm like, damn, this would be my wife has a full-time boss job where she's not like here, like sitting here all day, like doing nothing. And so when I'm like there getting breakfast ready and stuff, I think about that. I'm like, man, this would be way more difficult with a 4-year-old and a 13-year-old in a job and everything. So I'm glad. I'm very fortunate. And that's the way you kind of got to look at stuff a lot of times, you know? No, you're a sweetheart, Barbara, for being here and making this show possible. I look forward to seeing you guys. Without you guys, you know, very cool to have a talent career that you can use like that. I can replace teachers. You know what? 100%, dude. 100%. If my talent was like that, where I could fix cars or, you know, or logistics, design stuff, I would lend those services to them. I would say, hey, and that's the way I always kind of thought, well, my talent is this, that I can talk on a mic, and so they've needed those services, or make a video, or make, or perform. So, and I would think about it. That's the craziest thing, man. When I was a kid, and I don't know if you guys did this, but as a kid, I would think about how kind of dad I would be in those moments. I know that sounds weird, but I would always be like, I hope I'm a cool enough dad to be able to help. It wasn't like it was just like being there. I don't know. But yeah, Julie, I'm very, very, very happy to be able to do that, to be part of it, because it was so much fun. And then I took Magnolia home and, you know, we had fun. So back to this, because now we're going to change gears for sure.
That I bought. Thankfully, they ate it all. I was very excited that they ate it all.
Hold on a second. I don't want to mess up this. We're into it. Appreciate you guys. Boom. Boom.
Countries to all these about 75-year-olds and under. And so basically, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to
we'll get past this.
Have them dance and sing.
Look at all these awesome kids behind me. They all enjoyed Mexico, Cuba, and all this food that I bought. Thankfully, they ate it all. I was very excited that they ate it all, because I was like, oh my gosh, we got a bunch of food. This was so great. I hope to do it next year, even though my kid is not going to be going. But anyway, Hispanic heritage.
This is our backyard, guys. It's a mess.
So it is Saturday morning. Good morning. And Magnolia's playground area looks like shit. Oop, I didn't say that. I said stuff. Oh my gosh, Alan is just pooping everywhere. There's a poop over here, Magnolia. Be careful. Yeah, like big time. Be careful, because that's a big one. You will fall into it.
Morning, Crystal.
I think I stepped in an old one. Oh my gosh. Okay, you see my point? It's been a while since we've been out here because of the storms. I'm good. And we've had some trees. You're riding the dino. She's riding the dino, and this is Magnolia's playground area. It's really nice. Yes, I can do that. And she's one of my best clients. I work in playground accessories and building.
people carrying her around.
Yeah?
Mhm.
She likes people carrying her around. What's her name again?
Flower.
Flower. I thought it was Baby Butt.
No,
What is it?
it's flower.
All right, let's get Flower. Whoop.
She likes flowers. She doesn't like to eat them. She just.
Shout out to Karen. One of a kind. Kids to the top shirt. Yes, I was just about to say, hey guys, you want to make my day? Go buy some shirts. You want to help out the Carlos Navarro Kid Fund? Go buy some shirts. Go to thetopneverstop.com. Purchase some shirts. We would appreciate it. Back to the show. There's only one little kid one, though. Figured you'd see that one, Karen.
Likes them.
So what does she do? Are you going to give her that one?
She likes to smell them.
What's up, Brandy? How you doing?
They all smell lovely because she has a sensitive nose,
Oh, that's
so
nice.
she likes smells.
What is she saying about that?
She just doesn't talk. She just sometimes gets. She sometimes gets. Calm down. Calm down, girl. Calm down. Don't scare again. Don't scare. Smell. Good girl. Good girl. Do you want another one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love you, Magnolia.
Good smell. Good girl.
She is really smart.
I'm her mom.
Okay, where do you want to put her?
Now go, next way, treehouse.
Your playhouse?
Now go, don't.
Oh.
Still
Oh, she's biting me. Tell her to stop.
Stop.
Tell her stop.
Stop.
I was gonna look. Do you have the magic potion?
Yes.
Here, put some of the magic potion on. Thank you. All right, let's go. Oh, wow, she's heavy.
Uh-huh. That's because she's like.
What I've got in my arms right now is a giant Tyrannosaurus baby Rex. Magnolia's favorite pet. Now, we've tranquilized her for a moment and able to bring her down here in front of her playhouse for a brief moment. Whoa, jeez. What is it?
That's not my playhouse. Over there's my playhouse.
Crikey! Where? Tell me. Come on. No, I can't do it in front of the wall.
Do it!
Okay. Just this
Don't do it.
right here?
Yep.
Okay, so I kind of like, it's like a statue in front of the wall. So like you have to get past the dinosaur in order to climb the wall. Right? You like that?
Yep. But then she raided you.
Tell her to let go. Tell her to let go.
No.
Do it.
No.
Oh my gosh, Magnolia, she's got my hand. See, you always blow on a dinosaur's eye and it'll let go. Remember that. Always remember that. Blow in a dinosaur's eye, it'll let him go. Really?
Oh yeah, actually, I've had voice agents and stuff like that. I love watching this over. Do it, dude. Arnott, I'm telling you, like especially in trying times, like she brings me so much joy just because she's so raw and funny and you know she just really is funny and you know when at this stage, you know, if you've never had kids or you know, you just don't know at this age, you spend a lot of time with them because you're, you know, you're going here, you're going there. And man, am I enjoying it? You know, she's so funny. So you know, you'll see here in this next part that I kind of talk about. Wow. Is it true? And I'm going to get some water.
So we're going to clean up this area a little bit. It's going to look nice. So Magnolia and her friends can play. And then we can also have softball.
Oh my God, that would have sucked if I would have left you with that one.
Honestly, man, it's been a weird thing because this has been a visual, almost representation of like what's been going on in our lives too, in an odd way. I know it's kind of like a weird thing to talk about, and she's feeding her dino, but like our lives have been in like transition, and you know, where like this is perfect, right? Where like nothing is really horrible. It's just like a down tree. It's taking up space. There's another down tree over here. There's a bunch of branches everywhere, but everything is still manageable. Everything is fine. It's just transition. And these things needed to change. And for a long time, quite frankly, we knew they were coming down. We knew they had to be cut down. We knew that area needed to be cleaned up. Now, we didn't know about the hurricane. And we didn't know about some other things that happened in our house, but in our lives. But that's kind of like this. And so slowly but surely, you got to ignore your kids sometimes and realize, yes,
Thank
what
you,
is
Crystal.
it, Magnolia? What is it? Good. And you have to take steps. And for a long time, I'd look out here and it would visually represent, that was like a parallel with my life. And I'm like, but it was, a lot of it wasn't necessarily my fault. And some of it was. And it's a lot to deal with. And so is life. So is life. Life is a lot to deal with. And so what I'm saying is take those little steps. And that's what I've fortunately been able to do. And this weekend is a good one because I don't have anything planned other than, well, I'm hosting an event, but like normally our weekends have 16 things happening on them. So what I'm saying is I'm feeling good. Things are getting good. Things have been good, but things are getting even better. And I feel great things are happening in the future, and I see great things are happening in the future. I had to get rid of some things in order to move forward. And kids will drive you crazy.
Now that's the damn truth. Kids will drive you crazy. Because as cute as Magnolia is, she gives 0 Fs if you're talking. Come talk to me. Come play with me. Bluey has indoctrinated kids to see, you know, that you play too much with them. Like, that dad is always playing with the kids. It's nice to see because your backyard is an example of my garage. Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's really weird. My backyard has been so representative of like our lives. And because I cleared out that backyard basically myself, not the middle area, but like a lot of it. And I cleared it out, and anybody who had lived there before never used it. And I did it with my own hands. And I really love going back there. It's very calming. And then with my daughter, I trained a lot back there with her. That's where she really learned how to play softball. So there's all these memories. And then as her softball changed and I wasn't coaching her and we didn't go out there as much. Some branches fell. I'm gonna get a little sad thinking about this. And then we were barely out there, and we were out there almost every day. And then at the same time, other things were happening in life. And then a gigantic branch fell, and I was like, so I would look out there, and so like in my mind, in my backyard, it like represented like what was going on. And slowly but and then this hurricane hit. So it was like, one thing. And so that's why kind of with what I do with the Passion Project, and I am very organized. And I do keep things in order, especially the things in my mind. And that's what I coach people on. It's like organize and get the things that are in your mind out of your mind and out so you can see what it is. And so you're not overwhelmed by mostly things that you are making up or you are not sure of. And so really, and then I can't fix my chainsaw. I lost one of the pieces to it. I don't want to rent one. I don't want to buy one. I don't want to ask anybody for help on it, but I want to chop up that whole damn tree myself. I think I do have a starting point for a poem there. And that's why I wanted to share this with you guys. Like I had this whole thing and I was like, yeah, I want to share this with you guys. Because I know you guys see me, a lot of you guys see me as just Mr. Motivation, positive, but I'm just like anybody else. I struggle with confidence at times or things. And I want people to know that because I think a lot of people do think that maybe I don't struggle with that. And I think it's unfair to think because everybody does. Yes, that is a big problem. Spending too much time thinking about what to do rather than action. Just take action. And once you take action, you'll see, you'll jump right in and doing it. I will cut up those branches, Crystal. And when you wear your shirt, please tag. I know. You know what? The more shirts we sell, the quicker we get to that journal. To be human is to be flawed. I agree. Let us go back.
Here we go. I gotta bring him over here. So I got him a cool little lattice.
Yeah, we got to put up the Halloween stuff. We tried to put it up immediately afterwards, but there's a lot to it.
Carrying one of the final pieces of Halloween decorations. About to come down is this window here, which is also different than that one, obviously, but a large spider because it is very high up on our roof, and very high up, and so it kind of scares me for me to be up here. It doesn't really scare me. I think it's quite peaceful, but Halloween is done.
Look how cute that is.
So here we go. About to walk into the Ritz here in downtown Sanford. As you can see, I'm wearing my hosting attire.
All right, guys. So I'm going to tell you guys. You are fully holding on to that wall. Oh, yeah. I was actually on a roof. Actually, so they got a lot of people who love talking about roofs in here, like, are not. Oh, yeah. I'm fully holding on to that. How cute is that pic? Yeah, I'm not, like, afraid of heights, but I definitely am going to be putting up the Christmas lights this year, and that's on the 3rd floor up there. My wife is a bit concerned about it. But there's something about standing on a roof that just makes you feel like a damn man. I love it. So, I'm going to get you two right here. All right. Oh, James John, what up, dude? Top of the morning to you. So, my goal this year and next year is to really expand my emceeing, hosting talents. I want to host more boxing. I want to commentate more boxing. I want to do more things that I love sports. I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's a possibility I will be here auditioning and connected to the Savannah Bananas. That would be a perfect fit for me, but I'm not going to push anything else out there. So I'm trying to, obviously with Top of the Morning, acting as much as I can, hard to control, building out passion project, but at the same time, I love hosting events. I love, and so this was a great the first time professional boxing has been back in Orlando or in Sanford in a long time. And so the UFC gym hired me to come out to announce their event. And then I hosted this event on last Saturday. Was it last Saturday? Oh, you know what? I don't know if I put the weigh-ins here. Maybe I did. Maybe I did not. I forgot. Oh, nope. No weigh-ins. Doesn't matter. Here we go.
To the Ritz here in downtown Sanford. As you can see, I'm wearing my hosting attire. I'm hosting the night. 8 fights, pro boxers. Really looking forward to it. I hope it goes well, because if it goes well, then maybe we can do more of these and I can be the official host. So we'll see. Let's go.
Ooh, look at me in the middle of the ring as people prepare, as I record myself for my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's right. Why are we always recording things? I don't know.
But look at this amazing place that is going to be packed with people screaming, yelling, ready to see people throw down some jabs, some uppercuts, and of course we got to see some knockouts because we got pro boxing back in Sanford, Florida. Let's go!
Not bad, right? Get people pumped up. It's a really great auditorium, really cool auditorium. It is hard to throw events, hard to put on boxing matches, but shout out to Mike, who was able to put this on. About to get some biscuits being thrown in that ring. You will see. So, this is serious business, folks. These fighters are putting their lives on the line. These fighters train for 4 to 6 weeks beforehand to get to a certain weight in order to fight their opponent. What I'm trying to do is trying to bring back a little bit of Roxy, Monday Night Fights at the Roxy, bringing in some little commentary, bringing a little bit of fun. But these guys are serious. And at the weigh-ins, there wasn't a lot of joking. They were hungry. They were looking around. They were grizzled. They were like, and I realized I'm around a bunch of tough-ass dudes. They don't like to play around a lot. But as I got to know them, I got to have a little bit more fun. But when you get close to a real boxing match, I want you to hear how hard they hit. And I'm telling you guys, the glory only happens in the end when you got that belt wrapped around you, when you got the millions. The majority of the time, these guys got to go in there and these girls got to fight in ridiculous. This is a fantastic location event compared to the majority of times that you will fight pro. Majority of times you fight pro, you're in a gym, you're in like a small location, you're whatever, and you're happy about it because it's sanctioned. But as you develop, and you're doing it just on your own passion, on your own will. That's why I got so much respect for fighters who are like, no, I got to fight. This is what I do. Because it's not an easy road. So what I try and do is try and pump them up and make them feel like they're in Vegas. You know, whether it's the kids that are fighting for the PAL Athletic League or these professional fighters that I'm about to show you here. And you got to take notes. You got to get their nicknames. You got to do it right.
You got 1 arm free, let it work. Busy, Cody, don't get the big. Work that free arm. Work. Don't let me sit, Cody, don't let me sit.
Oh, I got to show you that.
Keep stepping.
Okay, so right there, I kind of got that on film. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I didn't realize that. So I got this on film. So he hurts his hand. The black dude who's fighting the white guy, they had some personal beef. Tion Danger was his name. And you'll see he hurts his hand. Punches, boom, and he goes like that. And what happens, the corner sees it for, I think his name was, I forgot what his name was. And the corner goes, he hurt his hand. He hurt his hand. Go after his hand. Go after his hand. They had real beef. Watch what happens. Watch Tion Danger. No, I've not seen the Tyson Paul documentary, but I will. Watch this. Watch this.
You got 1 arm free, let it work.
Right here. Watch it. Which is right hand.
Work that free arm.
Watch this. Boom. Ooh. See how he's holding it right there? Hurt himself. And guess what that boxer did? Went right after his hand, started punching his hand.
Keep stepping, nice and butter. The body open up for you too, baby.
Now, I stopped
He loading on the right.
recording.
He loading on the right.
These are heavyweights, guys. 240 plus pounds. The guy on the left is straight from Cuba and trains with one of the best Cuban trainers. The guy on the right was from Tampa, and it was his pro debut. And his nickname was the Nightmare King. And let me tell you, the Cuban guy knocked his ass out. They are not small. Eddie, I'm telling you right now, dude, this guy, the Cuban guy, when I shook his hand, It was one of the biggest hands I've ever shaken. It enveloped. I was like, oh my God. And I knew he was going to knock this dude out. And I stopped recording right before he got knocked out. Right before he got knocked out. Check this out.
Every time. Stay off the line, son. Big right hand coming. Watch out for it. What I tell you, he's loading up. He's telegraphing, baby. Every time, keep the hands up. Stand your ground. Bend the knees, baby. Bend the knees. Another load up coming. Watch it. Watch it. Stay slippery with it. Every time, it's a load up. He ain't doing nothing. It's a load up. He's looking for the right. Step the foot out. I tell you, he's nothing, baby. Double up, triple up on it, coach. Get busy. Don't work left hand. Come back with the right. Don't
You too, Crystal. Okay. This was the main event. You got to remember, guys, when you're getting hit, so you got to think about it. They got to train so hard to get their abs and their core just so tight. Because when you get hit, you know, like this guy's about to throw that left right to the side of the body, right? So watch. Yeah, DTF. You got to come out to one of these. I didn't really promote it because I wasn't my job to promote it. I was just hired to be there. I love hearing the coaches and athletes talk. So you got to be so tough here, because if you aren't tight here and you get hit with a liver shot here, it'll just knock your ass down. So these guys are, not only have they trained hard, they lost weight. So I'm just going to use a weight, for example. Let's say you walk around at 150 pounds. That if you don't train, you kind of sit at 150. You're going to probably fight at 125, 130. So you're going to lose all this weight. You're going to get weighed in, and then you have to fight at that strength, because what ends up happening is people who weigh 160 will fight at 140. People who weigh 180 fight at 160. And so you're always fighting. So, and then the people who are like at the perfect weight, that's why fighters change weight classes so much. So I'll be honest, this guy with the right, he was a dick. He was such a dick. He was mean at the weigh-in. And then at the fight, he was kind of a dick, and he's tough. So I didn't say that. Another Carlos said that. Wasn't me. Was not me. All done. It was a great night. We got boxing back in Orlando and Sanford. I'm leaving for the night. Everybody had a good time. Nobody got hurt. Got paid. It's all good. Another great night to the top.
Yo.
DJ Robert.
Yo. So I leave. Oh, Myron, thanks, man. I appreciate that. But they gave me for the fight right before the weigh-in. The argument for that at MMA is timing those weigh-ins. Yeah, but I tell you, it's still, think about that process and what it does to your body. You know, it's not the best for fighting. You know, so many fighters have lost because they didn't time it right or whatever, you know. So I walk out of Sanford and I'm hungry. And so I'm like, you know what? Let me walk around downtown Sanford. Let me find a little pizza spot. And I see this sign, that sign from like far away. And I was like, oh, I got to stop. I got to stop by. And it was like this.
Yeah, that's good.
Brick oven. Love a brick oven pizza. They do. It really depends. It really depends, and there's sometimes they do have a no weight clause. You know. It was good. Was it a $17 pizza? Probably not. Probably not. But it was good. And I ate it on the way home. I was going to sit and eat it by myself, but I do need that pizza sign for my studio, Sam. I do need that. Let's finish it out. Boom. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. What'd you think, guys? Did you enjoy the Navlog? Did you enjoy the Navlog? Because that's, I think it's just like a fun way to be able to talk about different things, show you different things, take you to different places. I appreciate you guys checking it on out as well. What is going on for you guys this weekend? For me personally, I don't have much of anything. I'm going to stay my ass at the house. I'm going to go chop up that tree that's in the back of my house and have a lot of fun chilling at the crib. Are there some good opportunities? Yeah, you know what? There are more and more with combat sports for sure too, because live events and COVID proved this. There's no better thing to get into than live events because people got to have their sports. You know, with the advent of AI and fakeness, you can't fake that. So yeah, there's some stuff coming out. Going to JT concert. Your what? Oh, for your wife? Sure, for your wife. I want to know, is it going to be sold out? Is it sold out? Because, you know, he's really gotten a lot of backlash for his ways. I wonder. I personally don't care, to be honest. The local family-run aquarium here is having a mermaid event. Aww. That's cool. Long run for half marathon training. Let's go, Julie. Wear your to the top shirt, right? When you're crossing that marathon. Play it in your ears. How's Canada doing, James? How does it feel in Canada? There's a lot of people here in this country who are like, I'm moving to Canada. And I go, can you even do that? Can you even just head over to Canada? They probably don't want a lot of Americans. Do you feel a divided country in Canada? I saw him in Sunrise, Florida many moons ago. And I met him one time, a couple times. And he was a bit cocky. Boom, I said it. Ha 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 ha. I really do hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I really enjoyed having fun with you guys today on the show. I know we didn't get to P. Diddy. I know we didn't get to Hugh Grant, but quite frankly, we had fun, didn't we? Huh? Canada's kind of laughing at the whole thing. Yeah, I don't blame them. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. Plenty more on the To The Top channel. And, of course, here on Top of the Morning. Have a great weekend.